Able to see my screen?
Yeah, it is clear, sir.
No. So the last topic we have is tables and listings. So till now what we did two things. One is SDTM conversion we did, right? How the SDTM conversion was happened by taking the raw data sets as input and we created the SDTM data sets. Then later add-on conversions we did. How the add-on conversion was done by taking the SDTM data sets as input and we created the add-on data sets. Correct? Now tables and listings. Now these tables and listings we are going to generate using these Adam datasets as input. Okay. Even if we require some information from the SDTM datasets also, if you take it from the SDTM also, no problem. Mostly 90% will derive from the Adam directly because all the variables will come in Adam itself. SDTM variables. Okay, we are going to generate these tables and listings. Okay, so this is the flow. Always remember from the raw data sets to whenever any project will come. First step from the raw data sets to SDTM data sets will be prepared. Again from the SDTM data sets to Adam data sets will be prepared. Again from the Adam data sets, these tables and listings will be prepared. Okay. Again here also the first thing is first listings will prepare, then tables will prepare. First listings will prepare. Listings are not input for the tables, but we'll prepare first listings, then we'll go for a table. Okay. So let's first discuss about the listing. Okay. So listings is nothing but simple. You need to prepare one report. The report contains list of information, list of subjects information. Okay. So to prepare this listing, what your required documents? The main required document will be to prepare this listings. They are going to share the mock shells. Who going to share? Your biostatistician will share the in what listings he required, what tables he required. He'll give the mock shells. Mock shells is nothing but it's like a draft copy. I'll show you now. Okay. The draft copy he will give. Okay, in this format, I need a listing. And along with this, he'll give an SAP document also. Here, maybe for in those mock shells, for any variables, how to derive those variables or what is the meaning of those variables, meaning of those information, it will be available in this SAP document. Okay. And obviously, yes, your SDTM data sets or ADAM data sets should be ready. These are input data sets. Once asked to listen. Okay. So these are requirements for the listings. The first important thing is mock shells. Let me show you one mock shells, how it looks like. This is the sample listings. Okay. See here. So this is how they'll give. This is the mock shell. Okay. It contains one title. Sometimes they'll give the footnote. This is the tile listing we have to generate and we have to give to them. Okay. So it should be empty now here. When you write a program and generate, you should have the list of subjects. So what is the listing they are expecting here? Listing of study termination. Okay. Means those who are terminated. Termination is nothing but discontinued maybe. List of subject discontinued. So what they are expecting here, see, subject numbers, subject completed study or not, yes or no, date of study exist, okay, date and time of the last study drug administration, reason for the discontinuation. So these details they want. Tell me where these details are available, in which domain? All this information.
Deviation, sir.
Which domain?
DV, sir. Deviation.
Deviation domain. Huh? Why deviation domain? Tell me. Tell me what deviation domain will give. Protocol deviation details it will give. If any subject deviated from the protocol,
that will
protocol
come
deviation. Here I'm not asking. Here I'm not asking any deviation, right? Discontinuation. The subject completed the study or not.
Then SV, sir. Subject
date.
SV.
SV will come. SV will come the visit details. You can derive from the disposition domain, okay? Disposition domain will give the status of the subject, correct? The subject completed the study or not completed study. If completed, if not completed, maybe your subject was discontinued. What is the discontinuation? When it was discontinued? Disposition domain we have. From the disposition domain already, see, from the ADSL domain we already derived all these variables. Did the patient completed the study? Subject completed the study, yes or no? We already derived here. CONPL. We have flag also, CMPLFL. Date and time of the study exist. It is discontinued maybe. What is the date and time of the study? Discontinuation. Okay. Date and time of the last study drug administration. when the subject took the last step. Okay, you can derive this one in a different from EX domain also you can take it. EX domain generally will give the drug administration details when he took the last drug. Or else RFP is when he lastly participated, last participation date you can take it. Okay, so what exactly they required? As per, you can consider that variable. Reason for the discontinuation. Already reason for discontinuation we have here. So what you have to do is simply take the ADSL domain. From the ADSL domain, which variables are required, just filter those variables. That's it. And create the listing. That's what the work. It's little complex maybe for you. Let's see. See, for example, this one if you have. See. Listing of demographics. Where is all this information is available? Subject number, screening visit date, date of birth, age, sex, race, country. Which domain you have all this information? We have in ADSL domain. We also in DM domain. Correct? Tell me what are the variables? The only task here is by seeing the labels, you have to identify the which variable you have to use. And the only thing you have to do. Programmatically, very simple. I'll show you programmatically also. For this listing of demographic itself also. How to derive this? Just to tell me what are the variables. That's for the task. And you go to real time, they will annotate and they will give sometimes. Okay. You plainly itself will tell. Okay, which variable, which domain, which variable you have to use. Then it's the straightforward go and use that. If you don't know, mostly 95% you get to know by seeing the label itself. Okay. The subject number. So you can say unique subject ID. Subject. Screening visit date. So where can I get a visit date? First visit date, right? RFICDTC. Inform consent date. When you come for a screening only, you will sign the inform consent date, right? You will sign the inform consent. Date of birth, what is the variable I have? BRTHDTC. What is the age variable? Sex variable, direct variable, the phase variable, country variable. Clear? This simply you have to take the variables which are required. How programmatically you have to do it? Okay, that I'll show you now. Okay, this is for the same listing, how we need to generate. So programmatically also so simple. I'll give the list of steps. Okay, need to follow this programmatic. So these are steps you need to follow. First, once you given the listing, you refer the mock shell. Once you refer the mock shell, you decide first of all which data sets are required. DM domain or ADSL domain, take the domain as input. Then derive the required variables. So maybe some DM domain, if you take also some 28 variables are there. If you take an ADSL, some 100 variables will be there easily. Okay. So in all the variables are not required. Which variables are required, you have to derive those variables. For this list, which variable is required? Yeah.
Sir, these all the variables are there. We are going to take from SGTM only, na sir?
We have to take it from Adam also. I'm taking from ADSL also.
This one unique subject ID, RFICD, all those things will come in SGTM only.
It is there in ADSL also, right? In ADSL domain also it is there. ADSL also was derived from the SGTM DM domain only, right? Now what variables you have in ADSL there? All these variables there, right? See? ADSL domain, unique subject ID is there, birth date is there. From RFICD, I derived the consent date. Consent date is there. What else you have? Age variable is there, sex variable is there, race variable is there. All these variables are there, right, in ADSL also. So that's the reason we are deriving the ADSL. Okay. Generally, the purpose of an ADSL, the purpose of an Adam data set itself, see the country variable is there. Purpose of an Adam data set is the next. Now in the tables and listings, what information you are required, that information will derive in Adam itself. That's how the Adam data sets also was planned. Okay. So like in SDTM level, in SDTM, for example, if you take a DM domain, DM you have 28 variables. 28 variables are fixed variables. But in Adams, it's not like that. Okay. So if you take an ADSL domain, sometimes you have some 50 variables or 60 variables or 80 variables or 100 variables. You cannot judge, it cannot be a fixed variable, fixed number of variables, right? Because it depends on your next tables and listings. So in tables and listings, what type of information was required, you could have already derived it in Adam level.
Okay, okay, sir.
That's how the specification also was prepared. Okay. If not, they're not maybe available also. They will add it in Adam. Then they'll use in the tables and listings. Tomorrow my new table will come. For that new table, maybe this variable is not there. I don't have anywhere. Then prepare in ADSL level or any Adam data set you prepare, which is suitable. From there you can take it. Tables or listings generation. That is the purpose of an Adams. To make your work easy in the tables and listings. That's the reason tables and listing is such a easy thing. Only your programmatical skills required. That's it. Everything was by the time you were ready with the listings, everything should be ready. Okay, those are you are going to lucky to get a chance to work on tables and listings. They are like that two tables and listing tables. At least you required some programmatical skills. Some program you have to write, but listings was dead easy. I'll show you now. Let's see for this listing itself. Okay. So what is the steps you need to follow? First, take the input data set. Either any Adam ADSL data set or DM data set, whichever you want, you take that one as input. Then derive the required variables. So there are so many variables are there. We have to derive. We keep the required variables which you are required. That's it. Sometimes some derivations, maybe you have to do it 1 or 2 derivations. Maybe 2 to 3 variables you need to combine or create a new variable like that. If the derivation required, you can derive. Then write a proc template. Okay, there is some standard proc template will be there. I will also give one proc template code. You can use that one. Or else in every company, in every study, they have the standard proc template. What this proc template will do? So you are going to generate a like this one RTF file or a PDF file you are going to generate. How this PDF file should be there? How this RTF file should be there? Means how this listing has to come. Means how much in the top margin will be there, left side how much space, right side how much space, down how much space, what's the font size, what's the font, which font you have to use. This everything was defined in this proc template. Okay, if you go and join any company, they have the standard proc template. You can use that proc template. If they did not give, I'll give one proc template now. You can use that one as just it is a standard proc template. You can use it directly. Okay. Then after that, write a ODS statement because you need a PDF file, right? Or RTF file. I will get it using ODS system. Finally, write a proc report to generate this report. Simple. If you follow these steps, you can generate any listings. Okay. See. Now let me generate a listing for this auction. Okay. Okay. See the first step. Take your where your HDTM datasets are saved or add-on datasets are saved. Take that location as the input. Write a libname statement. Okay. So libname HDTM. Run the program. So create one libname. So for example, I am taking the HDTM datasets as in. Okay, done. That's the first step. HDTM datasets as input. Or add-on datasets input. First take that input datasets. So input datasets are ready. For the second step, derive the required variables. Now for this listing, what are the variables you are required? You have to keep those variables. Simple. In a DM domain, there are so many variables are there. I am not required all the variables. Which variables are required? Keep those variables. I'm keeping unique subject ID, RFIC DTC, BRTS DTC is 6 race country. Keep those variables. Okay. Now run the second step. Now your list of variables are ready. Unique subject ID, unique subject ID, RFIC DTC, BRTS DTC, race 6 race country. That's the second step. Correct. Now where your variables are ready. Now this one you can do it using data step. No, sir, I will interested to do the proc SQL step means it is in proc SQL step. Create a table, demo underscore list data set name, select, keep the required variables, and from the input data set, you direct. Now also it will be ready. Whichever it is, either use the data step or proc SQL step, your wish. Then also keep the required variables. Now use a proc template. So this is the proc template I was speaking. So there is a one standard proc template will be there. So here we are going to defining one style. Okay, this style we are going to use. So what it contains, very simple. Your body, your final file you are preparing, final listing you are preparing, right? One RTF document. How it should it contains? What is the left margin size? 1 inch, right margin 1 inch, top margin 1.5 inch, bottom margin 1 inch. Okay. How the fonts you want? Say Courier font. What is the size? 8 points. Is it bold required? So like this, there is standard proc template will be there. You just run this proc template. That's it. Just run this patch of code. See, it will create one style, styles.courier. You can use this style, that's it. So this is the standard prop template. It will be available in every company. They have their own prop template. You can go and use that one. If they did not give, for the first time it's a fresh company, maybe they don't have any other custom they are doing, you can use this reference code. Okay. Now that's once the prop template is ready. Then what you will do? Write a ODS state. Okay. So now this listings, okay. You needed some title. Okay. I'm writing some title, left align. Okay. I'm giving some footnote also. Yes, I did not give footnote, but I'm giving the footnote also. Footnote they're asking inserted as needed. Okay. I'm giving the programming name. So title and footnote I'm giving. And writing the ODS system, RTF file I'm generating. So generate it in any location. So let us subsume in the project one itself. Okay. There's a listings location is there. Let me delete the old one. I'm going to create a listing in this location. Give that location, give the file name. Okay. Now applying, I created a style, right? I'm applying that style. This is general, no title, no. So once the ODS system you wrote it, then write a proc. Proc report is very simple. We already discussed, right? Proc report data set name. In defined in a column statement, you have to mention the columns, which columns you are required in your output report. Just mention that column. Okay. Now define the each column. The main thing is the listings are for tables and listings. Remember, note it down. For any table, okay, for any table or listings, okay, we won't represent, okay, we won't represent any direct variables. We won't use any direct variables. Any direct variables in the output. Observe any mock shell, they won't give any direct variables. There should be some labels. These labels only will print in the output report because variable names they won't understand. If we are going to submit these listings or tables to the biostatisticians or clinical team, they won't understand the variable names. So what the label they given, that label only will print. See, that's the reason. See, for each variable, what is the label they want? See, they want as a subject number. So we are giving the subject number as a label. So define each variable label. RFID screening visit data, BRTH date of birth, age years, sex, race, country. So labels are and how you want to define that just simply. Okay. This is standard. I'm using a display option, left alignment. Okay. See how each column should be style. What is the column width, header style, left alignment, and what is the width. Like this for each column you will define. Overall, how the report you require. Overall report, okay, what is the background color, what is the padding, cell spacing, okay, how the header background color, font if required. So see, in a project one listings location. See, my listing is put just now on 1/3/2023 9:52. Okay, you can open this. It's ready now. So this is the list. It has as per Moksha, it is there. See, it has title. Same columns are there or not? Subject number, screening visited, date of birth, age, sex, race, country. So these are the list of subjects they want for this list. Okay. And every page you need a footnote. Footnote also is coming. Clear? That's it. This so you have to generate a listing and we have to keep it there. Programmatically, so this part is common, okay? From here, the proc template is common. Okay. Next year ODS system is common, proc report is common. Oh, every time what you have to do for each listing, this column names will change. Once you derive the above, here once you finalize the data set, right? Okay, once you finalize the data set, here what are the variable names are there? You have to keep those variable names here. Okay, and here also each variable name, what is the label they want? That label you have to update. That's it. Remaining code, everything you don't need to change anything. Okay, maybe if you require this length, cell widths will be there, right? You have to little bit adjust your width. Maybe sometimes some data have more width, some data have less width. According to that, you just adjust the widths. 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8. Just adjust the width to make your table, your listing looks good. Then automatically generate a report. Clear? This is the standard way of writing the any listing. First take the input data set, derive the required variables, apply the proc template, write a ODS system, then write a program. For every listing, it will be the same. So for suppose now if I want to do it for, see, observe here. Listing of height, weight, body mass index. Okay. Subject number, study day, measurement time, height, weight, body mass. Where all these people is relatively. Measurement date, ADT, already available. Measurement time, date and time separately. That's the reason we derived here. Date and separate. ADT and ATM. To use it here in the listings and table, we derived separate. Now what they want? Height. For each subject, height. Each subject, means for each measurement date and time, they need height, weight, body mass. So these columns you need to derive from the ADVS itself. Very simple. Height is equal to A value when VS test is equal to height. Wherever the VS test is equal to height, those A values you can assign. Similarly, weight. Similarly, BMI. You write some if conditions, you can write it. or else simply write some proc transpose also. In a var statement, use a eval variable. In id statement, use a vs test. Okay, you will get the same report. In a simpler way, you can write some proc transpose also. Or else, no, sir, I won't understand proc transpose. I'll write some if else conditions only. You write if else condition. Keep these variables and remaining variables, remaining these three columns to derive. Like this. Okay, clear? So once you keep the required columns, once you derive the required columns, then same way. Write a proc template, write a ODE system, write a proc report. The proc report, just change those column names, which you kept finally in the final data set. For each column, give the label. For everything, it will be same. See, you can also tell me, okay? Tell me medical history details. Subject number, body system, description, start date, stop date, ongoing. Which domain, which variables? You have here? Which domain I can use? Which variables? Straightforward MH domain. What are the variables? Subject number is nothing but. What's the variable I have? Guys. Body system, subject number, unique subject ID. Body system. What's the variable I have?
MH body sys.
Description. What is the topic variable?
MH term.
What is the start date?
MH STDTC.
And start date?
MH and DTC. MH status.
Ongoing.
On. Oh.
MH ENRTP.
Flat. Oh.
Ongoing or is available. Yeah, same way in other also. See. See. What is this listing require? Listing of previous and concomitant medication. Subject number, preferred drug name, medication, dose, unit, load, frequency, indication for AE, start and stop and go. Tell me what are the variables you have? Which domain I can use it? Which domain I can use it? Where all these concomitant medication details are available? Which domain? Can I use concomitant medication or ADCM domain? Tell me what are the variables? Subject number. Drug name. What is the topic variable? In same domain. Yes, guys.
Same term.
Same TRT, right? Dose. Which variable?
CM dose,
Units.
DOSU, dose units,
Root.
CM root,
Frequency. Indication.
INDC,
For AER. So this is also, it will be available indication only. The indication will be available. It's a prior medication or due to adverse event. From that you can derive using same indication only. If same indication is the adverse event, then give it as yes. Correct. Start date.
CM STDTC,
Start date. Ongoing.
TRT,
So once your domain was ready, once your variables are kept, the final variables, so the steps remaining same. Write a proc template, write a ODS system, write a proc. Keep the required variables in a column statement in proc report. For each column, give the labels. Yeah, half an hour, every 1 hour you can do one listing. Okay. Mostly already predefined listing codes will be available. You can use code that as a reference. Just as per the listing, change the titles, footnotes. There are the required variables. That's it. See? Where all this information available? Listing of all the adverse events. Subject. Which domains I can use? Tell me.
ADAE adverts,
ADA, you can use it. What are the variables? Subject number is nothing but
unique subject
yes,
ID,
UBJ ID. Race, age, sex.
those from ADSL, right?
You already bring it in the ADA as well, right?
Okay,
In
we
ADA
derived
also is there, right? Age, race, sex. So you can take it from there. Okay. Just concatenate and we create one column. Okay. Create a column 2 by concatenating the okay. By concatenating the age, race, sex. I think we created one variable called SAER. It have ethnicity also, but it's not required. Create one column. Second column you can create like this. Okay. Next, what is the third column? So column 2 you are deriving. Okay, next. Column 3, preferred term, investigator term.
AE term,
AE term. Okay, preferred term and investigator term. AE term, AED code. Start date, study date. Study date. AE, STDY. onset date, resolution date, onset date and time. Date and time. Date and time. What is the variable you have? AST DTC. Resolution time. When it was ended. ended. When it started, when it is ended. Severity. A severity variable is it. With the study drug, other action taken. What action you are taken? A action variable. A out variable. A relationship with the study drug. A variable. Simple. Listing of individual clinical laboratory, serum chemistry. Same from like a VS, it is LB. Subject number, ADY, ADT, ATM. Sample date, sample time, study date. This is a test name. Particular test results. Maybe this is the each test you have. LB test, just the test. If your LB test is equal to BN. Okay. So for each subject, when it is given the sample, what is the result they want to list it. Okay. Just assign the eval values. Previously, for vital signs, how we did it? Same way. I shown you here, right? We have to assign like this. Height, for example, for height, how we did? Where VS test is called height, then A values you can assign to the height variable. A values you can assign to the weight variable. Weight, VS test is called weight. Similarly, BMI. Same way here also. Okay. Maybe if your LB test is equal to some BN is a test name. Okay. Then derive 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth column you are deriving. What is the value? You can assign that A values. If your LB test is equal to 1, then your column 5 is equal to A value. That's it. Okay. Same way for everything. It is another test. Just change the test name. Another column will be created. Okay. Now your column 6 also ready. Column 1, column 2, column 3 is already ready. So see column 1 equals to your unique subject ID variable. You can also create like this. Yes, UBJ. Your column 2 is study day. Your column 3 is ADT. Your column 4 is ATM. Column 5, column 6, then again column 7. Then we just change the test name, uric acid. Column 7, glucose, column 8. Now so all the 8 columns are ready. Keep the 8 columns in your final data set. Use that final data set in the proc report. Keep those column names. For each column, give the label from the book. Okay. See here, again, same for vital signs they are asking. Listing of individual vital signs values. Subject number, position, study day, collection time. See, now previously height, weight, body mass index, remaining vital signs they are asking here. SBP, DBP, pulse rate, respiratory, temperature. Same variables. Unique subject ID, we have VS position variable, ADY, ADT, ATM. Now SBP. SBP or deriving where VS test is called SBP. Based on the VS test, assign the AVAL values. Okay. You can derive from the VS or ADVS. This is another laboratory test. Serum chemistry. Different laboratory tests. Here serum chemistry, liver functioning test. So these are just a test names. Okay. Guys, able to understand or not? Was stuck somewhere? Clear or not? That's these are the listings we have to do. So they're going to give and share one mock shell. Okay. You have to like annotate it, which variables you have to go, you can use it in which domain. Then you can start write a program. It's completely a programming skills. Tables and listings we are going. There is programming skills. That too for listings, not much required also. Basic programming skills if you have. Remaining everything is standard program. Okay. Sure. Any questions, anyone on the listings? Anyone? Manasa, Mahabud, Ashok. Anything?
No, Sudarshan.
Yeah. So that's
No,
it.
sir.
Then for listings. Tomorrow I'll discuss table. Okay. And I'll also discuss, we have one more pending, Pinnacle 21 I haven't shown you, right? I'll show you the Pinnacle 21 tool, how to use the Pinnacle 21 tool, how to generate the P21 report, how to generate the defined XML. That is also was pending. That's also I'll cover. Okay. Fine then. We'll stop it here. We'll continue. Thank you. I'll
Okay,
send
sir, thank you.
everything. The samples, this code. Okay.
So tomorrow you are finishing everything, Sudarshan. Tomorrow is the last day.
Tomorrow mostly was last. Okay.
Uh-huh.
But tomorrow mostly, let's say we have some hospital appointment was there. If I cancel the class tomorrow, Monday is the last. If you did not
Okay.
cancel the class, tomorrow is the last.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So in the real time also, like a developer stage, will we develop the listings and tables and everything? So will they allocate that work also for us?
It depends on your experience, how you are going.
Okay.
So mostly,
So what about figures? What about figures, Sudarshan? Graphs.
no,
and
figures I'm not covering. Only tables and listings. Figures will be for 8 to 10 years experience, guys. If
Oh,
tell
okay.
also, you won't understand anything.
Okay.
What is that P test? What is that? Okay. Proc template. Okay. Proc. There's a proc life test and all will be there. It's too high to understand. You will forget all these things if you take that one.
Okay, Sudarshan.
I'm not covering.
So I have a doubt, Sudarshan.
Hmm.
Like in the resume, if we kept that like the oncology or neurology or everything, so will the interview will go on that the interview questions will be on that oncology side also, or like the SAS or everything?
No, it will
Clinical.
look, both the questions will have like both clinical questions and programming questions. Clinical
Uh-huh.
questions means which domains you work. For example, if you have for only HDTM experience means, okay, tell me which HDTM domains you work. For
Okay.
example, give me adverse event. Okay, so they'll ask the questions on adverse events like this. At a,
Okay.
see, any therapeutical area, the domains will be standard.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe some therapeutic, especially for oncology therapeutical area, maybe one or two new domains they come into the pictures. Apart from this, everything is standard domains. Okay,
Okay. Okay, sir.
it will be standard. Okay. Early first they'll ask this clinical SAS questions. What is HDTM domains? Or if you go with an Adams, or if you keep your Adams and a TLFs also, so they'll ask Adams and TLFs. You did not keep your Adams and TLFs. See, everyone will not work in everything. Okay. So first
Okay.
most important point is no one will work all.
Uh-huh.
90,
So in the test question also.
95% companies, okay, 95% companies, some one team will work only on HTTM, one team will work only on Adams, one team will work on a tables and HTTM.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, you keep only HDTM HT experience means, so they'll ask only questions on HDTM.
Okay.
Okay. Adams and Taylor, you just kept as a knowledge and Adams and Taylor. Just you have knowledge, you didn't have work time experience, but they trained me like that, you can tell.
Okay. Okay.
I can say tables and listings, you can keep it as experience also because tables and listings was easy thing. So it's just
Yeah.
simply your programming knowledge.
Yeah.
Subject knowledge was hard. Maybe Adams was a little hard.
Uh-huh.
Maybe you have more number of variables. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
maybe it will take a time. HDTMs,
Okay.
you
So
can everyone will do HDTM.
So if starting now we are joining as an freshers, right? So it's better to keep SDTM as alone, right? Like the
Not
information
only
I know.
first 3 to 4 years, I'll ask them to keep it as 3 to 4. For every student, I'll just keep go with HDTM.
Okay, okay. But here in US, what is the problem is Sudarshan? There are no opportunities for freshers, so we have to
You don't
keep.
have freshers in years. You have to go with 3 to 4 minimum.
Yeah, we
Keep
have to go for
HDTM.
3
Then
to
also
4.
keep HDTM on. You will get it.
Okay, okay. So I have another question. So in the test paper, you gave what is the time that you have completed the LB domain. So what we have to say, because as a fresher, it will take like 5 to 6 hours. It will take, right, for us to do.
No, LB domain, you will real time. It will take 1 week.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it will take 1 week. LB is LB is the toughest domain in HDTM. You will be having huge data. You have multiple tests will be there.
Okay.
Depends again which trial you work, phase 2 or phase 3. Phase 2 is hardly 100 subjects will be there. Phase 3,
Phase 3 is 1000.
500 subjects will be there. 500 subject, each test subject will do each test will have more number of records.
Okay.
LB will take a time generally.
So in generally, if we said I did for clinical phase 2 means, so then I can tell like it will take a day or 2 days like that, right? So Darshan, if it is a clinical phase 3
3 to
means.
4 days, 2 to 3 days. 2 to 3 days it will take.
Okay. So this is a like a diplomatic answer. What if we kept in the clinical trial, what we said for the clinical trial phases, then depends on that. We have to tell the answer for this question, right? Okay. Okay.
It
Sure.
depends on the data also. Whether collection of data is important. If the raw data is straightforward, no problem. Sometimes the raw data won't available straightforward. One test is one data set, one test is another data set, one test is another data set. If they give, it's hard to collate everything and create a data set.
Okay.
It depends on the collection of data also.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
See, you
Okay,
can answer if you don't know anything and answer, okay? Very diplomatically, you can tell like, in your whatever you kept going, you are going with some experience, right? In
Yeah.
your study, in your current project, the data was like that only.
Okay.
In my current project, it was there like that only. I'm working in the same way.
Okay.
Maybe if you join your company, maybe I will see the scenario. And I didn't see that
Okay.
scenario in my company. Some
Okay.
extra scenarios they asked. Tell them I
Mhm.
didn't face that scenario
Okay.
in my current project.
Okay.
Because in every scenario will not come in every project.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you are working
Okay.
for one project, your data was different, their project was their data was different.
Yeah, it depends on the clinicals. Yeah.
It depends on the your sponsor and your project.
Yeah.
Some generalized questions will be there. Generalized questions you can answer directly.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything, okay, if nothing you don't know, tell them I
Mhm.
didn't find that, I didn't get the scenario.
Okay.
They can
Sure.
understand.
Okay. Okay. Sure. That's it, Sudarshan. I have these doubts only.
So,
Thank you.
so any more questions, anyone? Nothing is there, so we'll stop it here. We'll continue. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.